Hi, I'm 8 Thoughts. Welcome to the video. This is my top 5 Call of Duty games of all time. Now, I can guarantee that some of you out here are not going to agree with what my top 5 Call of Duties of all time are. Just leave a comment down below saying I'm a moron, I don't know what I'm talking about, 8 Thoughts, you're stupid. Or you can leave a comment down below, let me know what your top 5 Call of Duties are if they don't agree with mine. Call of Duty has been the biggest selling franchise ever going on, and at one time it was cool to like Call of Duty. Now it seems cool, present company included, to hate on this franchise, and I don't blame a lot of people because the franchise has gone to shite, mate. It's gone down the hill, it's completely off the rails for most part. The only developer out here that seems to be doing a pretty solid job, at least multiplayer aspect goes, is Treyarch. But at one time, it was the biggest thing in the world. It still is the biggest selling game every year, but now it seems to be living off of its former glory because the last recent iterations of Call of Duty haven't been so great. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to get into my top 5 Call of Duties of all time. So without further ado, coming in at number 5 is sort of a cop-out, I'll be honest. I'm copping out a bit here. I'm giving it 2 spots because it's hard to tell. There's so many good Call of Duties back in the day. Coming in number 5 is Black Ops 3 and World at War. Black Ops 3, a lot of people may not like it, a lot of people really do like it. It divided the community, but it doesn't negate the fact that it was a very well made, solid game that had a couple issues, and the one main issue of Black Ops 3 that without a doubt kills it is a DLC supply drop guns pay to win nonsense going on with Treyarch. It is the worst supply drops, COD points, pay to win scam out of any Call of Duty ever. Because the game itself, Black Ops 3, did jetpacks better than any other game. Did better than Advanced Warfare and a hell of a lot better than Infinite Warfare. So Black Ops 3 that's why it's in my top 5. It had the specialists, it had the awesome guns, had great weapon balance, it didn't have aim assist for sniping, so to be a quick scope and champ, 360 wide no scope, FaZe Clan, Optic Clan's fanboy, you required a little more skill, so that was pretty cool. Also, the specialists were fantastic and were an awesome addition to the game that also added a lot more longevity and replay value for the multiplayer aspect. Now, World at War also shares the top 5 spot in my heart for Call of Duty. World at War was a World War II based game. It also had some awesome things into it as well. It had tanks in a couple of the maps. You could actually get a tank and drive around the multiplayer map. And I don't know why no one has done that since. I thought that was an awesome mix up. You know, sometimes you get bored of just playing regular team deathmatch and all of a sudden you get the map and there's tanks involved, which adds a whole different aspect and wrinkle to the actual multiplayer game, which is cool. And I really enjoyed it. The guns were fun. Well, I mean, there was some bad balancing there as well, but that's back in the day. We were a little more forgiving. The MP40 was a freaking beast and just destroyed everything. But it also had some great sniper rifles, some great single shot guns. It just played really well. Long story short, loved it, and that's why it's tied for 5th with Black Ops 3. Now, we can also just get in the sales number really quick here. Black Ops 3 sold 26.37 million units. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is 5th on the list for the most games sold ever for a Call of Duty franchise. World at War is 9th on the list with 14.98 million units sold worldwide. Coming in at number 4 on my top 5 Call of Duties of all time is COD 4 Modern Warfare, the very first big time, the thing that started the whole Call of Duty juggernaut worldwide takeover. COD 4 Modern Warfare, I mean, it's 4th on the list. Some of you guys may have it higher, but personally, I really enjoyed the game. I mostly played a lot of Search and Destroy. The team deathmatch aspect of that game, just for whatever reason, didn't flow well with me, but it has to be 4th on the list. I mean, it could be higher for a lot of you. Some of you may think it's the greatest Call of Duty of all time. That might just be looking at history through rose-colored glasses, but COD 4 Modern Warfare, it's 4th on the list. It was my very first game I ever played for an online multiplayer. I had broken my back for a motorcycle accident when that game came out and I had nothing to do but sit on my couch with a back brace on for 6 months. So I played COD 4 Modern Warfare. I loved it back then. I had a great time with it. The COD 4 Modern Warfare remastered, not so great, but the actual original COD 4 Modern Warfare is 4th on my list. I got all the way to 10th level prestige. It was the very first game to introduce kill streaks and the perk system, and it was an awesome game. It had a really good PC launch. It still has a solid PC fan base, the Pro Mod mode, and COD 4 Modern Warfare sold a total of 17.24 units worldwide and is number 8 on the list for top selling Call of Duties of all time. It's 4th on my list for my top 5 Call of Duties of all time. Coming in at number 3 is Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2, I mean, it can be interchangeable with my next one, but as it stands, Black Ops 2 is number 3 on my list for my top 5 Call of Duties of all time. Black Ops 2 was awesome. The kill streaks kicked ass, the weapons were great, the challenges were great, there was no pay to win supply drops yet, the DLC and the map packs came with some free guns. You got to have the Peacemaker DLC gun by just getting the map packs, and now we have to be paying COD points and all that nonsense. We'll have to get into that. But Black Ops 2 is number 3 on my list. I loved having the Reaper and kicking butt with that, the fun games, the gun games, all the different kind of modes that you could play into it. But the biggest downfall of Black Ops 2 was the quick scoping and sniping and how easy it became, and that's why Treyarch in the future disabled aim assist on sniping, because they realized how big of a problem it was in Black Ops 2. Now the sales number for Black Ops 2 is 3rd on the list of all-time Call of Duty sales at 29.47 million units sold worldwide. Black Ops 2 at this point is number 3 on my list for top 5 Call of Duties of all time. Coming in at number 2, and this was talking about be interchanged with number 3, is Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1 was the very first modern day Treyarch shooter, the very first game after World at War, and it was awesome as well. They introduced the Nazi zombies on a whole different level. World at War was the very first one as well. I'm going to go backtrack a little bit here because I totally forgot about that, but World at War was the very first game in the Call of Duty franchise to introduce Nazi zombies, or zombies in general, and that was one of the main selling points of that. It was actually, in my opinion, World at War zombies, best zombies up to this date. Now they're too complicated, crazy. You need a map and a DNA testing and a genetic chip inserted underneath your skin to even access half the map and figure out what the heck's going on. It's too much for me. So World at War Zombies, way back to number 5 at the beginning of this video. That was awesome. I might have had to rate it higher. Whatever. Black Ops 1 though, we're coming at you hard at number 2. Black Ops 1 was great. The chopper gunner, the kill streaks were fun. Like I just said, the gun games and all the extra bonuses involved with it. We're not even talking about the single player aspect. This top 5 is dealing with the multiplayer, but we do have to talk about the single player a little bit. The Black Ops 1 single player was amazing. In fact, Treyarch did a really good job as well with the World at War single player compared to Call of Duty World War II that's released right now. Man, how big of a junk crap is that game compared to World at War's campaign? It's horrible, kids. It's horrible. I'm telling you right now. Take my word for it. I'm older, smarter, sexier, and more knowledgeable. Believe me. Smash that like button. Make sure to subscribe. And Black Ops 1 is a number 2 selling game in the history of Call of Duty with 30.37 million units sold. But Black Ops 1 is number 2 on my list. And there it is, folks. The point in time we've all been waiting for.
The number 1 Call of Duty of all time. For 8 thoughts. The greatest Call of Duty YouTuber ever is...
Tactical nuke incoming!
Modern Warfare 2.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I don't think it's any secret. Modern Warfare 2 is the greatest multiplayer Call of Duty ever in the history of Call of Duty. And if you think otherwise, then you just have a different opinion, and I can respect that. Hashtag equality. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was the greatest game ever. It introduced crazy kill streaks, introduced crazy guns. Everything was overpowered, just like my sex life. It was out of control. It was nuts. The nuke, the game-ending kill streak, to this day is still the greatest game-ending kill streak of all time. It beats the Modern Warfare 3 Moab, and I'm sure a lot of people are mad right now that Modern Warfare 3 didn't make the list. That's fine. You can leave a comment down below, tell me I'm an idiot. But Modern Warfare 2, the kill streaks, the guns, the Spaz 12s, it was just the greatest time in the Call of Duty community. It had the most fun, in my opinion. Respawn Entertainment was blowing up. Shaggy was out there. The guy, you don't know what I'm talking about. Shaggy, the fake nuke, the fastest nuke of all time. White Boy 7th Street, Machinima Respawn with Hutch and C Nanners and Mr. Sark. It was just, without doubt, the greatest time in Call of Duty history. I loved it. I mean, I couldn't get enough of it. Chasing nukes, but also at the same time, it was plagued by a couple problems. And even to this day, those problems are still there, and they were never patched because of the breakup of Infinity Ward and Activision, and Infinity Ward starting their own studio, Respawn Entertainment, and you all know about that, but they never patched the one-man army nuke tube, the tactical insertion, nuke boosters, and free-for-all. But God bless, in 2019, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered's coming out. Trust me, you can stand on that. Mark the time in history right now. We'll be returning to glory in 2019 when Infinity Ward gets to make the next Call of Duty, and it's 10-year anniversary of Modern Warfare 2. It's going to come out. Trust me on that. But Modern Warfare 2, greatest game ever. I mean, the sale numbers, Modern Warfare 2 sold 25 million units, 6 on the list for the all-time sales. Modern Warfare 2 was so great that the anticipation for the next year for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 pushed that to the highest selling game of all time at 30 million because of how popular Modern Warfare 2 was. It was the highest time of Call of Duty. It was the greatest time of Call of Duty. And I miss it, man, because Call of Duty now in the community here sucks. But hopefully, you know what, it's never going to go back to the way it was, but that is my 8 thoughts.
top 5 Call of Duties of all time.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you really did enjoy the video, don't forget, have a great day and you're welcome. Thanks very much for dropping by and watching the video. And last but not least, my friends, hey, stay black! Build a Cracker with shapeshifter, building the moon base, harp, the spraying chemtrail, 9 levels as a jump to Tower 7, where Human Grove, worshiping owls, Earth is flat, the moon landing is fake, Michael Jordan is the GOAT, Alex Jones is Bill Hicks, white man, bring ya
Down.
Yeah!